I finished it. This book, I don't even know where to start. This was easily the most difficult book I've ever read in my whole life. It took me 3 months to get through it. So I usually fly through books pretty quick because reading is like very therapeutic to me and I enjoy it. But reading this book honestly kind of felt like a job, but not necessarily in a bad way. And if you're unfamiliar with this book, let me show you why. So this is just an example of what a lot of the pages in this book look like. So words that are upside down, words that are backwards, footnotes, and like all these things crossed out. And there's footnotes within footnotes and appendices. And I mean, I think the point of it is that they want you to feel like you are slowly losing your sanity, like the author or authors, because there's more than one. And they absolutely succeed at that. Like, I felt like I was like losing my mind every time I was trying to read this book. With that being said, finishing this book was a really satisfying accomplishment. And I'm very happy that I read it. And I would recommend it, but I do highly suggest that you are in a good mental state when you go into it. Which might sound crazy to some people, like it's just a book, but like it's really difficult. And it requires a lot of attention and a lot of thinking. But it was a really, really good book and like a genuinely scary book. Because again, just like the feeling that it creates of you losing your own sanity going down this rabbit hole with these authors. I would also just like to say how much I respect the author of this book, Mark Danielewski. This man's like legitimately a genius. Like the thought and creativity that went into writing this book, I can't even imagine how long this must have took him or how he kept things together in his mind. And it is incredibly impressive. So again, if you are up for a challenge and you are willing to lose some of your mental stability and spiral out of control, then highly recommended. I clearly primarily read Stephen King. And the whole time I was reading House of Leaves, I was like, this is why I do not deviate from Stephen King. But again, I'm glad I did. But I immediately reverted to Stephen King and now I'm reading The Talisman. Bye.